Broadcasting from the River Alice 20,000 studios, this is XPD News. This is the new River Alice 20,000 production company. I named it based on Desilu, which is Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball. That's Corrales 20,000. This is his plot. He's the builder. This is his conception. Here are some of the volunteers. I'm sure there will be a lot more. This is a brilliant idea. It is a movie studio, producing movies, and television studio for YouTubers. Yeah. So, and this is on the XPD server, which is owned by XisumaVoid. If you don't know who he is, who are you? And somebody ran over Fenneman, so he's dead in the drive. Lots of really snazzy looking vehicles. I guess we're doing pretty well. I don't even have a bicycle. I, of course, ran over Zuma. And, of course, Zuma's holding a piston. So I made that little taco truck come to the XPD server, and you can see the little hand cart with the taco truck. Because that's the most important thing here, you know. Here's the XPD satellite newsman that I had a hard time getting close to the license plate of. And I don't do doors. So, in fact, I had to edit this this video. I can't door. So, this is the exterior. Another fancy car with, my gosh, look at the carburetor on that thing. I'll show you that house later. And this is a little spot of empty lot that I might have screwed up because I might have put my house too close to Corrales' production studios. But, so there's this blank spot, so people were apparently populating it. That's a television camera. Let's see. This is the best Christmas present I've got. This is the best present. This is the best thing that has happened to me in a very long time. I got two excellent Christmas presents. This is the best. The other one was that Zuma thanked me for the video I made about what I think of Zuma. Because he did. Over 2,000 people have now watched that video, and I've got about 25-30 new subscribers. Plus, there's a lot of people on XPD that have little channels also. I've also encouraged some people. Rats in My Room now has a channel. Of course, I think he really wanted one before he ever met me. And Rats is putting out some great tutorials. This is such a funny thing. Where would you go? You know? So we've got a Starduck. So there's a lot of the small YouTubers that are on XPD, and it would be really great to have movie studio space. Corrales built Starducks. I'm the employee of the month or year or something, and they don't know I'm stealing everything. Got plenty more room for kitchen space and employees. And did you notice there's a loading dock door in the back? He pays attention to detail. I didn't know Starducks sold popcorn, but it makes little red and white cups, so what the heck. See, I can't even get outdoors. You know, if there's a button involved, I'm leaving the door open, I hope. No, I closed it. Some people don't have plot permission, so they can't get into the Starducks. Also, my keyboard's messing up, and I'm having trouble flying because my space bar seems to be quite angry with me. Oops, I'm going to have to rattle the mic, sorry. So here's its Fozzie studio. And he, of course, busted out of it. I think this is so creative that Corrales made it out of snow. That's the audience. That's where the audience is. And it's made out of snow. And Corrales made an owl with his Corrales face. It's not the real Corrales. It's Corrales 20,000. But to me, he's more real than the real Corrales. I like him a whole lot better. This kid is smart. He's smart. He's learning building. And he's doing an excellent job with what he has learned. And he's starting to branch out and get creative on his own. He has a wicked funny sense of humor. This kid is smart. I really respect him a lot. He's one of the main builders on the tree project, the termites. He's my right-hand dude, and he doesn't goof around. He says, what do you need done? I ask him, would he mind doing this or that? And he goes to it. I can leave him alone. I don't have to worry about him. Not bugging me all the time, come and look, come and look. But when he's done, oh my gosh, it is a treat to look at his builds. This kid is awesome. I'm not kidding. So here's my movie. I said I wanted, Corrales asked me what kind of a movie I wanted to be in. I said I wanted to be a superhero. So apparently a bunch of baddies had a bunch of TNT and were going to do some sort of terrorist activity and blow up the XPD server. So I'm guessing we swooped down in an orange helicopter. I guess maybe we materialized through the roof, because I don't see how we got in. But so Corrales and I came in, and apparently we killed all the baddies and saved the XPD server. That's my head without my pumpkin head on top. I actually like that head better than my pumpkin head. I think my pumpkin head looks kind of dorky, but whatever. Hey Zuma, thank you for the server. Nothing down that alley yet, but we'll get there. There's the news truck again. And this one is, oh, this is so funny. This is the real Corrales and Zuma welcoming Corrales 20,000 and I to Hermitcraft. Of course, we haven't actually been welcomed to Hermitcraft. We're not on Hermitcraft. Hermitcraft is a whitelisted server for some really la-di-da folk who have a lot more subscribers than I do, and I'm sure than Corrales has. But Corrales and Zuma welcome me and welcome Corrales 20,000. And of course I had to put pig for hire in the stall, because I noticed that a lot of Corrales is represented in this studio, the real Corrales, but I noticed there's not a whole lot of Zuma, so I had to put pig for hire, because that's my joke, and I think it's very funny, pig for hire. It even ended up in Zuma's XPD Christmas video, the pig for hire that I made. He didn't do a close-up, so he doesn't know that there's little signs all over it that say, grunt work, ha, ha, ha. So, oh, and this is the studio for Zuma. It's a talk show format. That's the audience. For some reason, Justin Bieber is singing. Of all the people in the world, why not at least Lady Gaga, man? You know, Ringo Starr, David Bowie. Come on, somebody cool. So, yes, this is Corrales, and this is his plot. Corrales 20,000. And this is Zuma, and this is his server. And this is me, and yes, I have a tree on the server. Although I wouldn't say it's my tree anymore. So you can see this is a work in progress. The green room and the talent space hasn't been built yet, so... But it will. Corrales is working very hard on this. He's done all this in like a couple of days. Apparently, while I was off the server over, I think I was off for about 2-3 days over the Christmas break or holiday break, Corrales made me a Christmas present, and that started all this. There, so you can see empty studio space before it's built. I don't get the furnaces. I don't have to get the furnaces. I'm just the talent. And here's a little thing I built for, I think his name is Cyclops 100. He's doing a little New Year's modern build thing. He opened his plot as a community build area. And this is a copy of what I built over there. And I brought it over to Corrales' place, and he doesn't seem to mind it a whole lot. So it's staying here. It's a potion shop, if you take a notion for a potion. So it's a modern build, but you know me. Everything I build is kind of like a little... funky, rustic, old-timey hermit house kind of deal. Plus, I don't build above ground. I build underground. So I use trees to help build the house, to help hold the house up. So, yeah, I got a mailbox. I like those microblocks. Although I can never find the one I want. Got a little water feature in the floor that acts as lighting. Peonies behind the sofas. The coffee tables are made out of carpet on top of potted plants. Ladders just for a little extra, I don't know. And don't ask me why the cobwebs are there. A little lighting fixture in the ceiling. Mossy stone walls to help hold it up. Those are holy cows sitting on the anvils in the front. We have holy cows. Plus a potion shop. There should be something a little magical. So there's an overview of the studio. You see we've got a lot more space to build. There's a lot of interest in this. There's a lot of activity. People are sending teleport requests all the time. They want to come over and see what Corrales is building. And no doubt, this is just... In fact, Rats in my room is asking if he can have studio space there too. Because Rats is doing redstone tutorials right now. He's good. Kid's good. You need to go check out his channel. I'll try to leave a link in the description below. And Krauss says this is his best build. This was my Christmas present. Down this hole. It's my own TV studio, people. I cried. I'm going to try not to get all soupy right now. This is what it's like for the audience to come in. And the audience bleachers are behind me. Try not to cry, try not to cry. So we've got a talking area for interviews where I can sit with my guests. And somebody twisted all the armor around for reasons I can't tell why. And I put the snow golem there. I wish we could have real snow golems. That'd be the greatest audience. Corrales, I think you need to move the chair back one so that I can actually squat down in it and look like I'm actually sitting. Don't really know why the chest is here, but it didn't have anything in it. And I think that I wish I'd had diamond blocks, because I think this really deserves 64 diamond blocks. This is prime real estate. This is beautiful. He's learning to pay attention to details. He watches other builders. Obviously, he watches Corrales. And he's paying attention to details, and he does excellent work. He's a fast worker. He's creative, has a great sense of humor, real community, team spirit, doesn't grief, doesn't go off and do some weird cockamamie thing without asking first on other people's plots. Real respectful of other people, curious about other people on the server, flies around and visits other people's plots. Really hard to push buttons when I don't have the crosshair because I turned off all that gobbledygook. So you notice you can't see my hand or my bar, all that stuff. I even turned off the chat so that I could film this with a fairly clean screen. So that's the producer and the talent have their little rooms in the back so we can rest and get prepared for shows and make our phone calls and get on the internet. And big giant bed with orange wool. I guess Krauss thought I would like orange because I love jack-o'-lantern. So it'll do. I of course would prefer purple, but orange will do. So yeah, this is what's happening. I hope to be able to put out a broadcast on the XPD server. I would like to, about once a week maybe, I would like to do interviews with the volunteers that have been working on the Termites Tree Project. This is me trying to learn how to walk in third person because I don't know how to do that, but I expect I'm going to have to if I want to do a TV show, right? So yeah, I've got a bunch of volunteers. I would like to maybe interview them in TeamSpeak, go to their plots. Like I just did Holden's. It would have been nice to do a real XPD News, interview with Holden about why he's doing Minecraft and how he got the conception for the giant tower that he made and what's his background in design. And I've got a lot of questions, of course. So yeah, hi. Welcome to XPD News. Corrales. I'm not going to get all mushy and embarrass you. Just, dude, thank you. And thank you, Zuma. This is one server. Broadcasting from the River Alice 20,000 studios, this is XPD News.